Okay, so I got these boards nice and jointed on this edge. So I'm gonna clean this up right here, that knot. So I'm gonna cut that off. So let's cut that off real quick. So now I need to clean this board up here, just the edge of it. Just gonna shave a little bit off, not much. Up there. Now we got clean edges on our boards. Let's go back to the table. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this board. This is going to be my top right here. So I'm going to leave this one the way it is. We're going to fill in that little knot hole. We'll fix that afterwards. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this down into pieces and put on the edge of this and see how that works. So let me figure out what we're going to do there and I'll be back. Alright, so I got my glue. I always use Top Bond 3 on this. On everything, pretty much everything I use Top Bond 3. Okay, so we got everything that we need. Here's my glue and my brush. If you don't have one of these, definitely get one. It's like little rubber bristles, and it's also got a scrape so you can scrape your glue off after it dries. And I just keep it in some water like this. So yeah, definitely get one of those if you don't have one. It's definitely worth it, trust me. So I just thought about it. I'm going to have to take these clamps off, so we're going to go ahead and undo this one because my other clamps are in use as well. So I'm going to take them off this, and then we can use it on our board we're gluing up now. So let me get these off. Alright, so we got our clamps off. Definitely want to recommend these little clamps as well. I put these two, made these, and just put painter's tape on it. I'll put one on the bottom and one on the top like this, and then put my clamps on each side, and then that makes sure it's flat. I definitely recommend doing that, but these little clamps are really nice. You can get these at Lowe's, and they have all kinds of different sizes. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to set this one to the side, and we'll sand it and finish it up after we glue that one over there. Alright, so I got my boards underneath. I'm going to go ahead and open this new bottle of glue. Alright, so let's glue this up real quick. Just take our little brush here. Just want to make sure you cover all the wood here so you get a good bond. We got all our clamps tight. Make sure These on the end are really tight. You don't want to tighten it too much, but you want to tighten it enough where you're getting good even glue squeeze out. So now I'm going to go through and just tighten these little clamps up on these boards, make sure it's all good, and then we'll set it up to let it dry. Got it all fastened up, so she's going to sit there and dry now. I'm going to go set it over there somewhere out of the way, and I'll be back. So this one I'm kind of debating. This is the other one that I had glued up, so it's finished. We're going to finish this one, sand it and all that, while the other one that we just clamped up finishes drying. But this one is 3/4 thick, so it's kind of thin. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna put a handle here because it's so thin. I was kind of thinking about putting like little grab handles here, like little metal grab handles or something. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we'll figure that out. I ain't got much to do with this one. This is actually it came out pretty smooth. All right, so I got my sandpaper on there. I'm using this little DeWalt sander. This thing's really nice. I think Melif has a sander too. I'd like to really try. One thing I'd really like to try is their hand planer, because I know a lot of you guys use hand planers and they're just really handy to have, and I'd really like to try that. There we go. It's going to look really nice. Alright, so we're going to let that set for a few minutes, and we'll be back to sand it all off. Alright, so we popped the grain. It's dried up a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and sand this down. I'm going to go ahead and sand it down one more time with this rougher grit, and then I'll go over it with this 120. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and round these edges over, and I like to use this Bosch Colt. This thing's really, really nice. I really recommend it. It's a corded one. I have a cordless one that takes DeWalt batteries. It's the Melif router. It's really good too. They're both really nice though. I do like the Melif one. It's really good, and I do recommend y'all to buy it if you want to get a good budget router cheap. So go to meliftools.com and check them out for sure. So I do have a roundover bit already installed in this. Rounded over the edges real nice. Just got to sand some stuff here. We'll sand the edges down real good. Perfect. So we got all the edges nice and cleaned up. Alright, so this one is complete. I'm going to get a tack cloth, clean it off once I'm completely done. We're going to go ahead and take that one out of the clamps, see what it's like. Alright, so here's the other board. We got to clean all this glue off. We'll take our little glue scraper here. I'm going to take some 80 grit, go ahead and sand it down. Alright, so I'm going to let this set for tonight. I couldn't really blend the color, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. It'll still look pretty good. But once that dries off, I'm going to send it off tomorrow and we'll finish this board. But for now, we're going to call it a night. I'll show you guys this in the morning. So stay tuned.